Hello, my stitching buddies. I am so excited to be back with you for day 3. Today we're doing yellow and we are going to learn the stem stitch. So there's our stem stitch right there. And it's called that because it's used a lot to make stems of flowers. I love the way it sort of has a scroll look, and it's perfect for curves. So it'll be a good one to learn. Now, of course, if you want to keep doing the back stitch, that is totally okay, and you're going to end up with a beautiful project. If you need a refresher on doing that, go back to day 1 when we did our red and check that out. Okay, so go ahead and have your needle threaded and a knot at the end. If you're not there, go ahead and pause this and do that. All right, so we're going to take our project and we're going to start right down here at the bottom. Pull our needle up, and then we're going to move forward 1 stitch length. We're going to put our needle back in, but we're not going to pull the thread all the way through. Okay, we're going to leave a little loop just like that. Now, I'm going to show you, I hold, especially since you don't have a stand, you're going to hold your project like this with your hoop and then just kind of slide that loop underneath your thumb. And we're not looking to pull it tight or anything. We're just trying to keep it from going all the way through. Now on this first one, you're aiming for halfway between those 2 stitches. Okay, so just like that. We're going to come back up through our fabric, and now I'm going to pull this, and I'm gently going to pull that stitch down. Okay, don't tug hard or you'll end up getting gaps in your fabric. Okay, so now we're going to go back. We're going to go 1 stitch length forward. We're going to go back down, and we're going to hold our loop just like that. Now this time we're going to come right back up at the place where the last stitch ended. Okay, so you just find that little hole, and we're going to use it again. Going to pull our thread through and then gently let it pull that. Okay, then we're going to move forward 1 stitch length, pull down, and we're just going to grab that with our thumb, whoopsies, before it goes down. Then we're going to push up here, right there through that last stitch, and then pull all the way through just until our stitch is flush with the fabric. Okay, we're going to move 1 stitch forward, pull that through, hold that back here, and then find, oops, see, kind of have to use my needle to poke through, and there's almost my hole. See, I can't seem to get quite in there. There we go. Okay, pull that. And can you see how our scroll is starting to form? Now, it's important that each time we put our needle through, that we are pulling our loop to the same side. So we want, in this project, to keep pulling our loop toward the hoop, okay? And then we're going to find that last stitch and come back up through there and gently pull that through. Okay, down, and then back up. So look, I'll show you another trick. Okay, so I almost went up with my needle there. Keeping this loop back like this will make sure that you come up in the middle of that loop. Okay. Oh, at that. I got over eager. Okay, did you see what I did to fix that? So I pulled it all the way through without thinking, oh wait, I need to hold this. So just kind of gently put my needle under there to just pull it a little bit up. And find the end of my last stitch and pull through. All right. Oop. Hang on, I got a knot. All right, this is good because we can talk about how to fix this. So there's my knot. Can you see it? Now, the first thing I usually do is stick my needle through there and see if I can gently tug on one of the threads up and get some movement. So this thread, if I just gently tug, the knot is moving up and I can get it to go up. And I'm just gently there and it's snapped out. But if you pull tight, you'll end up making the knot tighter. And you know what? If all else fails, then all you have to do is just cut your thread and rethread another piece. It's okay. So I'm going to move one stitch forward, come up there, and then I'm going to let that loop go. And then I'm going to put, this is actually a little bit easier, to just go ahead and grab that thread, move one stitch forward, and pull down till you make a loop. Sometimes it's hard to remember how I do these things when I do them slower. There we go. And then I'm going to grab that, move one stitch forward, pull through, pop back up at the end of that previous one. All right. All right, I'm at my last stitch just about, so I'm pulling through, okay? So I'm gonna go down right here, but I'm still gonna make a loop. So I'm gonna still pull my loop back here. And this one's gonna be kind of like a half stitch. So I'm gonna pull my needle through right there at the end of that stitch like I've done on all the others. And just gently pull that, okay? But then what I'm gonna do to finish this line is I'm gonna go right back down at the end of this stitch where the line meets the cloud. And if we were done, we would just tie our string off, or tie our thread off at that point. But we're gonna stitch these, but we're still gonna go right back down here. And then we're gonna stitch our 3 confettis, or our seed stitch. I'm gonna do one here. I think I'll go that way. And I'm gonna do one here. I think that would be a nice spot for one. And maybe here. Okay, so that's it for yellow. We'll turn this over, snip our thread, and then sometimes if I get down closer, I can use my fingernails to just separate the thread closer to the bottom. All right, and we unwind. There we go, it's down to the fabric, and I'm gonna tie that just like a shoe. Boom. Snip it, and we are done. All right, friends, I hope you had a great time stitching this with me. I want you to see that my work isn't perfect either, and you are doing a fabulous job. I'll hope to see you back here tomorrow for day 4.